and welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny, and this video is actually filmed at the same day as the previous one, so I haven't gotten any of your feedback, but I still had some time today, so I wanted to open up more boxes, or in this case a bag. I have some stuff that I can feel in here, so let me just get started. Looks like I have some material. Oh no, this feels like an actual doll. Okay. Alright. I can see her. Can you? Am I too low? No, this is alright. I can feel two dolls in here. So here we're starting to see where my packing went awry. So here we have my Lutz tiny elf Gelda. I got her in a trade, and honestly I wasn't expecting to love her as much as I do. And she fits in with my crew quite well, so I'm very pleased with getting her. I wouldn't have thought about getting one, but now that I have her, she is a darling, and I want to keep her around. Let me just put her somewhere for now. She can go into Zaz's lap. Here I can feel another one. This one is even more poorly packed. This is just a fabric bag. Alright, here we have another small one. This is my Batchek's Clever Little Elf. I've made the clothing myself. And, whoops. The face-up is also very darling. Let me see if I can find the person who did this face-up. I will link them because this is so good. The tiny scale, the work they did on such a tiny scale is amazing. Same goes for the wig. I'm gonna pop him to sit down there as well. Let's see. Okay, this pocket right here is empty. I can feel stuff in this pocket. Let's see. You can see a wig. Oh, okay, this is actually one of my floating heads. I don't think I've really shown this one before. If I remember right, I haven't shown this one before, I think. If you remember me showing this one, let me know, because I do not, in fact, remember. This one is this one is Leak World, but I got her for her body. Let me actually check what the name of the sculpt was, because I don't remember. Okay, I double checked and I think this one is the Leak World Mia. I got her just for her body because she was in the art doll body, and I literally have no use for this head. I haven't got around to selling it or anything yet, but it is way too large in comparison to my other dolls, even the SDs and 70 centimeter tall ones, to really fit in with my crew. So I've just been having her in a box, stored away. Guess I'm gonna have to put her back in a box now. Let's see, we have some yarn. Good. And I think just felt. Yeah, just felt, nothing else in there. Now this is a interesting bag. Let's see where the zipper here is. In the exact other end. Have I lost the zipper? Oh no, they're right there. At this exact other end that I was hoping they wouldn't be in. Okay, I can feel several dolls in here. Okay, let's see. Oh, alright. We do have several dolls. I'm gonna start right here. This is actually a body that I made just so that I could, I don't know, just so that I could just try stuff out, I suppose. And also partially because I was trying to figure out a way to make the Miss Kitty head work for me. And this is probably the closest that I've gotten to it actually working out for me. I still like this body, and if I end up wanting to keep the Miss Kitty head, it might actually go back onto this body. I'll just have to make, attach some hands and make a furry, like just sew on fur on here. It's posable, so it works, but it isn't, as it is, the bestest looking thing around. Let me put it to the side. Next up, we have another one with a posable body. So this one, let me see if I can get her in a picture. She's an SD sized custom posable body, Atelier Cinnamon or Cinnamon Mint, depending on how they like going, what they prefer to use. Havoc Ba head, an Argonian style head. And sadly, I don't remember where these skeleton hands are from, so if you do, let me know. I got them used, so I'm not sure. She has some fur like in the body as well as a fur tail, and I just have her using these as shoes. She can't stand on her own, and she was the first posable body that I really made in a larger scale. I'm very happy with her, but if I were to do her body again, I would definitely make it so that she has more stability and can stand on her own. Because that is possible. I just didn't really know how to do it back then. Alright, next up we have a project doll that I don't know if I've shown you. So, this is my boy and girl Aurora, I think. I think that's the name. I was intending this doll to become Alpin at some point, and this was actually bought this doll just for the body, so that I could use the body for the elf doll head that I had. It didn't end up being a match. It's still a very nice body. It is very yellowed and very old and very pretty. The only issue right now with it is that I chipped the thumb. So there's no thumb anymore. And I have no plans for this one. So I'm just gonna keep this one around, see if anything strikes me, and if not, this one's going on sale. The thing about junk bodies like this is you sometimes find them at super good prices, and just, you know, I found a good cost, and I'm very happy with it. Let's see. I think this one might be... Oh, this one is heavier than I expected. I'm sensing tall, brooding, handsome, maybe? It's certainly tall, but I don't know which one. I have a few big boy dolls. Let's see. This is a bit of a struggle. Ah. Come on, you can do it. Oh, oops. Keep pushing around the doll-sized chairs as well as my own. Oh, ah, there he is. We're getting him. Can I get him to sit on camera so that you can actually see him? Alright. He's fairly large. He's, I think, the largest doll that I have. Okay. So, the background of this doll is that when I started collecting dolls, I really wanted an Eyeball House camo in like one of their special real tan resins. And then as I started looking into them, I realized that first of all, the head would be way too large for the rest of my collection. And secondly, it would be super expensive. And at the time, I didn't really have, you know, the disposable income to splurge, which is great. It's fine, because it led me to find this one, which is an Impel Doll Tony used. And I really love this one. It's much more posable than any Apple House bodies could be, fulfills the same character beautifully, and just, you get the color as well. You get the tan color, way lower cost, and he's great. He's also sporting one of the more fancy outfits that I have. This one I also bought from Etsy, and I'm gonna put the link in the description. I think I made a box opening video of this outfit as well. So if I find it, I'll post that link, because it showcases all of the detail that I just don't have the time or inclination to go into right now. Because I want to open more boxes. Right, next one. I think this one is actually in its correct box. I'm hoping, at least. Because I would really like to open this particular doll right now. It would be so cute. Okay. Here we have. I don't know if I made a box opening video of this doll. I've really been enjoying just taking my own time with dolls and enjoying them a bit more privately. But I feel like this was also a really good occasion to just kind of catch you up to speed and what's going on with my crew at the moment. So here is one of my non-human or humanoid dolls. This one is Buffonim. He's a 3D printed doll, still ball jointed and still strong, made by Alenka Amicus on Instagram. And I highly recommend them. This is the big bro version. He is the same as the little bro or normal version, just much larger. And this little guy has so much personality. I love that you can open and close the mouth, as well as like everything being jointed in the way that you would expect a ball jointed doll to be. The differences between this and a resin ball jointed doll are, first of all, the texture. The texture is more matte and it has more grip. So I'm way more comfortable with posing him in less balanced, let's say, positions than I would with a ball jointed resin doll. Because I know that the extra grip that the 3D printing has just helps him keep the pose. You can't see any ridges or anything like that, and he's been lovingly blushed by Alenka Amicus themselves. So a truly great person, would recommend getting one if you have any interest in dragon dolls whatsoever. They also make other kinds of dolls and other kinds of dragons as well. So I'm gonna be plugging their Instagram in the description for sure, because this is amazing. This little guy is probably one of my current favorites. Just saying. Well, we're starting to run out of space on my little table here. So between this and the next installation, I'm gonna have to rearrange everyone just to take less space. So for now, I've chosen these two boxes to be our final ones for this particular episode, I suppose. And I think I know which ones these have. You can see from this as well. Again, I haven't put these back on particularly well, because this bow was wrapped all around. And not some more of my, the dolls of my collection that are not ball jointed. These ones are also posable. They are wired. This one is Tantalia handmade. His name is Foggy. And he's a little adorable skull doggy. Again, everything from the tail to the legs is posable. Aside from these parts that are obviously not supposed to bend, like the bone bits. But the back is very bendy too. I'm gonna keep them in a pretty static position, however, because I'm super scared that the wire that is inside is gonna snap eventually. And I would absolutely hate that. This one is super adorable, And I think the next one in the other box is his brother. So I'm gonna put this box away first. I hope I've put them on. I hope I've put them on in similar boxes or their own boxes. These are the boxes that they came in. Because I'd hate to separate these two, you know? They came to me together and I want them to live their best life, you know? Not the dolls have, but you know what I mean. Again, there's the bone. This one had a little wax seal on it. And yes, here's the brother. Can you see? This one was called Midnight. They're both subtly different, but very similar. This one has a shorter back and a different kind of a skull pattern. He also doesn't have the horns. They're both very, like, mischievous feeling, but distinct enough from each other to really be varied. If they made these in a slightly larger size, I would want so many of them. But my wallet is very happy that I can only have 2. These ones I got them to be scaled with my Batch's Clever Little, and I think that the scaling is pretty good there, so it checks out. But yeah, I'm gonna give you a bit of an overview picture of all the dolls that we've unboxed thus far. And I suppose I'm gonna see you in the next episode after that. I don't know. Alright, so here's the dolls we've unboxed so far. Just plopped onto the table in no particular order. Well, roughly in the particular order in which we unboxed them. But no real significance to the order thus far. We still have let me scroll back, quite a few boxes here and here to unbox. But they'll have to wait until another time. Technically we have the time to do more for each of these little videos, but I also get a bit overwhelmed, so I think it's a good thing to pace myself with this, especially since I don't know how I would organize them or if all of them are even going to fit on this table. There's plenty of space here that I can put people to sit on. There's a stand or another one. More people could be sitting on the table, and I could be employing the chairs a bit more wisely. But I suppose I'll just have to see where everyone ends up. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you here and catch you all next time.